I've spent $284 on Spanish ITALKI lessons since the beginning of last year, and honestly, I am very surprised with how much my Spanish speaking skills have improved. Why am I so surprised? Well, before taking these lessons, I was pretty confident. I was learning Spanish on my own outside of formal Spanish classes in school. I considered myself fluent at this time. I was having conversations in Spanish pretty frequently, and I already had 2 trips to the Dominican Republic under my belt. After taking my first few lessons, I got a big reality check. My Spanish speaking skills were not as good as I originally thought. As I was having conversations with my tutors, right, they were correcting me a lot. And I didn't realize just how many mistakes that I was actually making in other conversations that I was having in Spanish outside of these lessons. So what were some of the things that I was doing wrong? I noticed that I mumbled a lot, I would stutter, I wouldn't conjugate verbs correctly. I was confused on how to ask questions properly. I like to speak very fast, but when I actually would speak very fast, I would stutter and fumble over my words just because I wasn't actually capable of saying many words very fast. I would also get very nervous and just forget the most simplest words. And overall, I just learned that I was very lazy when it came to pronunciation. So I would pronounce the H when I should not have been pronouncing the H. I also was saying Z or using the Z sound in English instead of the S sound in Spanish with the letter Z, and other pronunciation rules as well in the Spanish language. I didn't even care about them. I wasn't even using them that much.
Como mi cartera y mi cuerdo o cuerda. Solamente cuando yo tengo una semana muy tornados y huracanes.
Huracanes.
Y huracanes. Me da como canso o descanso después de comer.
Cansancio.
Descanso. La comida más rápida para preparar, desafortunadamente, porque me da mucha pereza para preparar algo más que lleva más tiempo. Lo que hace quizás desde la infancia por varias razones, porque por ejemplo, sus padres vinieron de México, otro país de Latinoamérica.
Now, after discovering all these things, I am not going to lie, it was very frustrating at many moments because I literally could not believe that I was making that many mistakes. Like, I knew that I made some mistakes, right, when I was having conversations outside of these lessons. But over time, I started to very slowly, accept all these mistakes that I was making. And then during my iTalki lessons, I really started to focus on those mistakes. So all the ones that I just mentioned, I really made sure that I wasn't making those mistakes anymore, or I did my best to limit those. So again, I tried my best to open up my mouth and pronounce every letter to the best of my ability, so I wasn't, stumbling over my words and I wasn't mumbling and things like that. And always just trying to remember my basic pronunciation rules in Spanish. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this video is not sponsored by iTalki. Okay, let's watch some of my most recent iTalki lessons and see if you can notice any difference.
¿Y qué es lo que no, bueno, una persona que es cursi? Y sí, ¿cómo es? ¿Qué es lo que hacen? Como, yo quiero saber la delgada línea, porque en ese momento yo no veo. ¿Y crees que los hombres, por ejemplo, se dan mucho al principio o es con tiempo para conquistar a alguien? Como en esa manera, como besos, abrazos, flores, como de inmediato, como la primera vez que nos conocemos, o es como, día tras día, yo voy a dar un poco más, así. Yo no sé cómo manejar mi tono en español, bueno, me cuesta, y mucho más un tono mexicano, ¿me entiendes? Yo creo que hay una diferencia. Es como, no sé, como, ¿qué onda, güey? Así yo tengo que saber cómo no sé cómo expresarme en español y mucho más con el acento también.
I think I have improved my speaking skills a lot after investing all this time and money into these lessons. As well, it has taught me a very valuable lesson not to be so prideful and think that I know everything about the Spanish language and that, that my language skills are perfect, my speaking skills are perfect, because as you can see from this whole video, that is definitely not the case. And even right now, I still have a ways to go. I can still improve my speaking skills. It's something that I focus on a lot. And yeah, there is just so much to learn about this language. If you are interested in learning more about ITALKI, I'm going to link down below in the description a few videos of my ITALKI lessons. Also in the description, I'm going to have the links to the ITALKI profiles of the tutors that I have had. Watch this next video y hasta luego.